the capex in the battery industry has fallen by 50% from peak in 4Q22 to now. So the spillover risk of excess batteries out of China to the international market is also reducing. So on one hand, ex-China market, the capacities are closing down because the industry is consolidating. As I talked about, the strong getting stronger. But also China capex has been coming down. So the risk of overcapacity is reducing. The key here remains whether the demand will take off. And as I said again, we still need policy support. Like, for example, Inflation Reduction Act in the U.S. has transformed the battery production cost curve within the U.S. market because it provides tax credits to the extent of 30 to 35% of the ASP of the batteries, right? So accounting for policy support and accounting for capacities which have been curtailing in the ex-China market and capex coming down in China, we do see a light that at least the ex-China market supply demand will be fine in the medium to longer term.
Is even that at risk under a Trump presidency scenario, and if he rips up the script on Biden, landmark Biden policy like the IRA?
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to talk specific about the election outcome, but I think either administration comes in, it does bring downside risk or upside risk to the sector. The implementation of Inflation Reduction Act has been really top of mind for investors. And I'll go back to my prior comment. If the implementation of IRA is not as investors expect today, there is a downside risk to demand in the U.S. battery market next year. However, as we go into 2026, because technological innovations are happening, the batteries are becoming cheaper, together with the battery metal prices under control, we are very bearish on lithium price outlook. We do believe lower battery prices at $80 per kilowatt hour by 2026 creates a consumer-led adoption phase for EVs. So again, 2025, we do account there is an uncertainty if the IRA implementation is not as what investors expect. But as we go to 2026, we believe the economics of EVs with a lot of battery investment coming in U.S. from Korea and the Japanese producer and the innovations coming there will be able to drive the adoption.
Nikhil.